Welcome and hello. This is a video lesson in PySWM titled Download, Install, and Test. PySWM is a Python library that provides programmatic access to EPA SWIM's stormwater management model, allowing you to control simulations, read results, and automate workflows in Python. What we're going to be doing in this lesson is just to demonstrate how to download, install, and then test PySWM. And if you already have that taken care of, feel free to move on to another lesson. So let's go ahead and get started. What you see on the screen here is the main PySWM website. There's a few other links in the description of this video. So this is the first link. The next link is to the GitHub. The next link after that includes a number of different references. So there's links across the top for install, quick start, reference, examples. And lastly, the last couple links are to my own EPA swim lessons playlist and exercise playlist. So if you're unfamiliar with EPA Swim, go ahead and learn how that works first. I would recommend the very first lesson is how to download and install Swim. And then after that, a number of lessons on how the program works. So once you've mastered or at least got familiar with how EPA Swim works, feel free to return to PySWM, which is a little bit more of an advanced topic, using Python scripting to control Swim without using the graphical user interface. The third link right here on references, this is where we're going to begin. There is an introduction over here on the left. There's a side menu and then simulation module. We're going to run a simulation as a test, but of course we first need to install it. So what I have on the screen here is a very simple model in SWIM that I've already built out. I have a rain gauge that rains on a subcatchment, which drains to a junction and conveys that runoff through conduit C1 to an outfall. I've clicked on save, and that's going to save the .inp file, which I have in my project directory, which is right here, project.inp. After I run the simulation, we're going to have a couple more files here, the report file and the .out file. To download and install, I'm going to bring up my IDE, my interactive development environment. I'm using Visual Studio. This is the free version. I think it's called Community Edition. So as far as downloading and installing Python and your Visual Studio or whatever IDE you're using, that's a little bit beyond the scope of this lesson. I've sort of already assumed that you have that installed. What you do need to make sure is you're installing 64-bit Python. So to confirm that you've done that, you can open up your command prompt. I have a Windows 11 operating system, so just type in CMD to search from the Windows, or you can just type out command prompt entirely. And to confirm I even have Python installed at all, I'm going to just type in Python dash dash version. It says that it's installed. It's version 3.13.0. And if I wanted to test the 64-bit or 32-bit, I'm going to just type Python to enter the Python editing. I'm going to import platform, there we go, and then type in platform.architecture and form.architecture, and then it tells me 64-bit right here. Okay, so I can exit out of that, and I can close my command prompt. Back to Visual Studio. I'm going to use the command to install my PySWM. So first I need to bring up a module to type that in. I'm going to go up to View and then Terminal Window. Here is my developer PowerShell. I can also switch over to developer command prompt, but I'm going to be working with PowerShell. And I don't need any other windows down here, but this is a modular window. So the way Visual Studio works is you can pick it up and then say dock it to the bottom or pick it up and put it to the side, but I'm going to keep it right here in the center. And then to install PySWM, I'm going to type in pip and then install and then PySWM and then wait for that to download and install. It looks like it's in the middle of downloading. I've already installed it and uninstalled it, so your screen may look a little bit different, but it looks like it is installed. It's telling me things like requirements are already satisfied. So what pip does is it will also search for program dependencies and to download and install those as well. If I wanted to confirm that it downloaded properly, then another command I can run is pip and then show and then PySWM. And then we should get some information about the PySWM version, for instance, a summary and some other information. So that looks good. I'm going to clear that. Now let's go ahead and create a script that will run the simulation of our EPA swim model. I have that model over here in my project browser. If you haven't navigated to your project browser here, first go to File, and then you're going to Open, and then Folder. And then I'm already where I want to be, but navigate to your folder, click on Select Folder. Over here, you'll see a directory tree where you can expand and collapse the different file folders. My particular project.inp file is right here. This is the project directory, which we saw earlier. All it has is a project.ini file and a project.inp file. But after running the simulation, we should have a report file and an out file, assuming I provide those parameters. First, I need to actually create a file to run the script from, and I'm going to do that from within this project directory. So just keep it easy and go right click, add file. I'm going to name this file script.py. Okay, so it came to my main window interface here. Here is that script file. Here's the terminal that we can run the script from. So click on script.py. Next, I'm going to just paste in some code, which is right here. It's only 3 lines, so it should be pretty straightforward. First line right here on line 2 is going to import the simulation class from the PySWM library. After that, I'm going to create a simulation object called SIM, it's a little bit wider. And then finally, down here on line 8 is to run the execution. There's more information about this simulation class in the documentation right here. So the different parameters is the input file that's required. And then after that, we have the report file, output file, and a sim pre-config class whose data types are string, 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 and simulation pre-config. So that's a little bit beyond what we're doing here, but I just wanted to point out that these are the arguments I'm going to be using. And if I run this and it runs correctly, I should get some results from my project.pt file showing up in the project directory. Okay, so I'm going to Control S to save and then move over here to my terminal window. And then to run it, I just type in Python and then space and then the name of the script. So script.py and hit enter. Okay, I did not navigate to my project directory right here. So 1 second. So I need to go to my lesson 01 file and then project. So now I'm ready to go. I'm going to type in Python space scripts.py, and then that ran. That looks good. It says run complete. We have our 2 new output files, that is the project.rpt and project.out. If I wanted to take a look at some of the results, I'm going to open up this project.rpt file. This is a text-based file that I should be able to read directly from within a text editor, just using a like UTF-8 character set. So we have our analysis options. This is a results file. So the fact that this opened up and I have text at all tells me that it was a successful simulation. Further down, we have the node depth summary table, for instance. I'm 100 lines down into this file already. I'm going to make this a little bit wider. Up above that, I have information for my subcatchment S1. That's my subcatchment runoff summary table. And I have a node inflow summary table. I have 2 different nodes. There's my junction J1 and my outfall O1. Then here's the results for those 2 nodes. So anyway, that's it for this lesson. I just wanted to demonstrate how to download and install PySWM for your IDE and then run a quick test to demonstrate that it worked.